Okay, now talking about the rise of Bitcoin, I would like to share with you a very interesting story. It is also known as $70 million pizza problem. So it's like this that in 2010, a Florida man named Lazio posted on a Bitcoin forum a sum of 10,000 in Bitcoin in exchange for pizza worth $41 at that time. So it means he wanted to offer a total bitcoins of 10,000 to anybody who can get him uh, a pizza. So although the value of bitcoins, 10,000 bitcoins at that time was $41, but nobody had actually transacted in the real world with Bitcoin. So although even $41 was a very steep price, so a British man obliged by ordering two large pizza from Papa John's. It was the first time any real world transaction actually took place. So this was a very interesting incident. So today that sum is $70 million worth, that 10,000 bitcoins. However, even today there are very few establishments and none of the pizza chains who would easily accept the Bitcoin for delivering pizza. So even today, it is not very common that you can use your Bitcoins to buy things like pizza or something else. So this is called the $70 million pizza problem. And there are many such stories related to Bitcoins, and you can find many such stories. So what caused the rise of Bitcoin to such a greater heights? There should be certain reason that the Bitcoin, which was by 2009 was few dollars worth. So today it is almost 12,000 US dollars per Bitcoin. So that kind of steep rise, there has to be some reason. So let's try to understand what could be the reasons for the steep hike to this extent. So the main reason of the rise is because of the demand and supply. By architecture, the bitcoins are in circulation in a very limited quantity. By 2020, that is the current year, we have something like 17.3 million bitcoins in circulation. So by 2030, 99% of the bitcoins would be mined, and by 2140, it will hit zero. When a total of 21 million bitcoins would be mined. So what is the meaning of this? That today it is 17.3 million bitcoins, and in another almost more than 100 years, what will be added will be few million bitcoins. So it means slowly and steadily the number of bitcoins are getting depleted in circulation, but the demand is rising. So because of this depletion of number of bitcoins and rising demand, the prices of bitcoins are increasing, and there is a definite need in the market for such cryptocurrency. So because of this mismatch in demand and supply, the rise of bitcoin is so steep. This is one of the major reasons. So let us look at some of the scenarios of mining bitcoin. So the scenario of solo mining, that means the one person mining bitcoins, is only theoretical in nature, because it is not at all profitable, as it would take on an average 57 years to mine just one block worth of reward in bitcoins. So few bitcoins, nobody is going to work for 57 years and spend so much of time. So there is no possibility or model of solo mining. So there is no question of solo mining. So what people have done, there is a concept called mining pools. So many people cooperate with each other and pool their computational and hashtag powers and split the spoils. That means the Bitcoin block rewards equally among the group. So this is one possible model of mining. Then the problem with this concept is that people have to own hardware specifically focused on mining bitcoins. So you need special software, special hardware for this purpose. So you need to spend money, which can be quite expensive, prohibitive, and you need to run your computers maybe at a very expensive electricity cost. So it may not actually work out profitable even in the mining pools if not managed properly. So there is another concept called cloud mining. So in the cloud mining, you need to be connected with internet and you need not own any equipments or use your own electricity except that you are connected with the internet and you are having a very strong internet connection. So cost of internet and cost of electricity, and you are part of the cloud mining. So basically, you rent out the portion of the rigs maintained by professional companies. So you have to pay for that. So whatever is your share. Who does rig mining in more favorable cold places, like in some places in China, where there are some very cold areas. So in cold areas, there is less heating in the hardware, so you need less energy to cool the equipments because they are running 24 by 7 and very heavy equipments are there. They are called mining rigs, and some places in China which are very cold, and the coal based electricity in China is very, very cheap. So these places in China, they are absolutely fit for setting up the Bitcoin mining rigs. So 80% of the total Bitcoin mining in the world happens in China because of this reason. So you can see some of the pictures here where you can see that the this is one of the mining rig in China, which is very, very large pool of computational power with a very large array of ASIC based hardware, which is specifically manufactured for the purpose of bitcoins. And the majority of these hardware is manufactured in China itself. So, in fact, China is a leading country as far as Bitcoin mining is concerned. Then in Iceland, again, there are many cold areas in Iceland where electricity is based on geothermal energy, which is also very cheap. So that is another favorable place for mining, and a lot of Bitcoin mining takes place in Europe, in Iceland. Now, another fact which is commonly known is that Bitcoin mining uses a very large amount of energy actually, and basically this energy is used for wasteful computational purposes. So these computers are computing and trying to guess the magic number all the time, and it is not actually serving any purpose other than mining bitcoins. So it's a wasteful use of electricity, and that is one of the reason why Bitcoin mining is accused of contributing to the global warming and climate change. So, but the fact is that Bitcoin mining uses almost as much energy as the gold mining industry uses. So, the kind of energy which you require for mining gold is very similar to what energy you require for mining Bitcoin. So, that way you cannot single out Bitcoin mining as the culprit for the climate change and global warming. So these are some of the facts which society need to know about it.